How did one teacher fulfill his revenge against Germans in World War II? Let's find out. Mladen Zaric was born in 1889 in Seča Reka, Serbia. He was a veteran from First Balkan War, Second Balkan War, and World War I. This means Zaric had excessive military experience. After World War I, Zaric worked as teacher. He led normal life until 1941. In April 1941, Germany occupied Serbia. Germans often killed civilians in Serbia. Zaric was taken to be executed. He saved his life by jumping into the river. For the next several years, Zaric fed on his need for revenge. His family was often starving. Some of his students were executed. Zaric was waiting for his moment to strike against the Germans. Meanwhile, Germans built a new bridge in Belgrade. Belgrade is situated on the confluence of Danube and Sava River. People living in Belgrade depend on bridges. Prince Eugen Bridge was finished in 1942. Locals called it simply German Bridge. German Bridge was the only connection between Central Serbia and Sirmia. In 1944, Germans were losing the war. Red Army was nearing Belgrade. German Army decided to destroy all the bridges in Belgrade. Red Army would be unable to cross the river easily. Of course, Red Army could get boats, but it would take time. This would give Germans time to regroup and prolong the fighting. Perhaps Germans would be able to reach Germany. Officially, Red Army liberated Belgrade on 20th October 1944. On the same day, Zaric was at his home near German Bridge. He watched the Germans place explosives on the bridge. Zaric decided this was his opportunity to get his revenge. He had experience with explosives from World War I. He knew how to deactivate a bomb. Zaric waited for most of German soldiers to leave the bridge. Then he approached the explosive. He managed to cut the wire and deactivate the explosive. Soon he was joined by Soviet soldiers who then fought the remaining Germans. German soldiers fired at the bridge. The damage wasn't bad. Red Army could use the bridge to advance. Zaric received medals from Soviet and Yugoslav authorities. Germans destroyed bridges all over Europe. Only 2 bridges survived German retreat. They were Prince Eugen Bridge in Belgrade and Ludendorff Bridge across Rhine. In March 1945, Ludendorff Bridge collapsed from all the damage Germans did. Prince Eugen Bridge still stands in Belgrade, but under a different name. Now it is called Old Sava Bridge. During the 1960s, the bridge was modernized and wooden parts were removed. Zaric lived in Belgrade until his death in 1976. In 2022, there are plans to move Old Sava Bridge due to Belgrade waterfront project. The plans often change in recent years. One of the last ideas I heard was that Old Sava Bridge will become pedestrian bridge. Old Sava Bridge was never the main bridge in Belgrade, but for a time it was the only bridge left standing.